Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to yet another edition of DCG League Season. I, of course, am Dragon. I am joined by my fellow faithful co-caster, Nerd. Say hello, man.
Howdy ho, bro.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing alright. I'm just upset I missed yesterday's game. I sat outside in the blistering cold for like half an hour trying to get signal on my phone. Was not going to happen. I couldn't even watch.
Oh, man. Well, anyway, you're back in the warm now. I'm back where all the important action is going on. So it is game 15 that we're starting here. Costco is the only competing killer in the killer bracket for this particular game. The other three that you see on your screen have actually forfeited. That's what it means by the F next to their names, as you can see on the graphic there. But the survivors who we have competing are Equing, Tavion, who's actually not turned up yet. We've got a filler for Tavion, at least for this first round, until hopefully Tavion shows up very soon. But Tavion's usually pretty reliable as a competitor and as a substitute, so I'm surprised he's not here for this first round. We've got Trap Queen and we've also got Rixa. And Costco has gone Huntress again. So he was practicing Huntress yesterday as warm-up for his actual match. So he's committing to it. We've got Trap Queen, I think you can hear the humming already, and this is around the shack area. Equing is also around the shack area. Maverick and Rixa are now working a generator. And I think Costco has actually passed by where all the survivors were. So if he continues to go around in this clockwise rotation around the map, he's going to be quite a while before he finds someone.
I hate when that happens, this killer.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're so close yet so far away and you just pass by at the wrong time.
Absolutely, and they get 2 gens pop before you even find anyone.
Oh, he has spotted someone though, tried throwing a hatchet. Who was that? Rixa is the one. He's missed a couple of hatches. It's not quite the same hit ratio success he had from yesterday. Does get that hit on Rixa though. Meanwhile, Savage and Maverick, that's Savage aka Trap Queen, are getting that generator done pretty quickly, and it's going to be popped now. So that's the first gen off the mark. Rix is still injured. Costco's grabbing more hatchets. Equing is solo repairing this gen next to the shack.
Seems like this game is going to go by quickly again.
Indeed, yes. And Costco throws a hatchet at the generator, but it was actually shrouded by rocks and tree stumps. And we could also hear someone searching the chest. He gets a melee axe swing onto Equing. He could not reach the pallet in time. And Costco being a bit wayward with his hatchet thrown there. And Equing's still being chased, by the looks of it.
Now, I'm hoping that Costco can relax a little bit, get into his groove, and then, get the hatchet throws he needs later in the game. But at the rate it's going, he doesn't have a long time to figure out his stride, so he's got to work quickly.
Indeed. Oh, but he gets a double hatchet on Trap Queen. Much more precise shots this time around. And that's his first down. He almost walked through a pallet. Thankfully for him, no one was there to capitalize on that slight misstep. And gets Trap Queen onto the first hook, and the very first hook of the game as well.
2 generators in, not looking good for Costco.
Yeah, he hasn't had a quick start, and subsequently it's allowed the survivors to gain a lot more map control by rushing the generators significantly. There are still 3 generators to be popped, but they are working the others too.
How many people are going for the save right now?
Someone did just go for the save. I think it was Equing. But both Equing and Trap Queen are injured. So they need to be careful. Is he actually going for Trap Queen again, I wonder? It looks like he is. He's already caught up to her. And then another
What?
hatchet goes down. Now, because there's already 2 generators being popped, Costco's allowed to rehook Trap Queen immediately, but he's gonna be blocked by that log. He has to go all the way around. And gets her on a hook right in the corner of the map. Equing finds, who is that, Rixa? Finally gets healed. Maverick, meanwhile, using the yellow toolbox he's found to repair a generator on his own.
Now, I'm glad to see the generator progress is still going down, because we've seen so many teams that they'll get those first 2 gens really quickly, but then they'll just let the rest of them go. And they'll take way too many hooks, and it'll be too late in the game before they really get back on.
Indeed, and Equing, whilst one generator was being popped, Equing was very simply just outmaneuvering Costco. I don't think Costco either lost him genuinely or just let him go on purpose because he couldn't be bothered to continue that chase for some reason. Trap Queen is just about to be rescued now by... Oh, just beaten to the punch by Maverick, actually. That was Rixa who tried racing him for the hook rescue. And, well, Maverick's just a filler, so his points don't really matter too greatly, but Rixa's the one who needs them. Oh, and Equing ran into the face of Costco, who had a hatchet prepared, and even though he tried pulling the pallet down in time to to block the hatchet, he didn't actually put it down fast enough, or wasn't enough timing. But
It's kind of an awkward situation there, because either you can take the broad axe to the face, or you can take a hatchet to the face. Those are your 2 choices.
Indeed. He does get Equing down, though.
Very nice. You just have to hope you guess right when you're throwing that pallet. On his last hatchet, too, he's got to refill.
But again, he's always going to sort of long hooks, like ones that actually take quite a while to get to, and that's because the basement is actually located in the shack.
That's a really awkward one to get to.
Yeah, and with the way that hook spread usually generates on maps, like if the basement is located on a certain part of the map, it's quite possible that you won't see any other hooks for quite a distance away from the basement itself. I think that's
Absolutely.
the case. That's the case of why that one particular hook he keeps going back to is tucked right in the corner of the map. And they've only got 1 generator left to pop now.
With only 3 hooks gone down by Costco. Now, if Costco can get rid of Savage, he might be able to gain some control in this match. But we'll see. Hopefully there's not a 3-gen setup now.
Indeed, yeah, Costco hasn't really... He's got even less control and sense of authority in this game than he had for the one he filled in yesterday. Maverick again getting the hook rescue onto Equing this time. And, oh, he's actually found Rixa has Costco. Landing a hatchet. He's not having much success with the melee swings. Nice last-second dodge there by Rixa from the hatchet. Oh, and he juked a point-blank one as well. But does eventually take an axe swipe from melee range. And it looks like he might try and get into the basement. And it looks Costco had the option of taking him to the basement, but decides not to. And that's probably a smart move, because Equing was actually in place to try and get the pallet stun. Now, Maverick, being a filler who doesn't really truly understand the format of this system, he might pop this gen, not knowing that a couple of them might have the intention of trying to 99 them.
This could be interesting and potentially detrimental to several people's points here.
Actually, Trap Queen was the one who popped the last gen at the end, even though Rixa ran sorry, it was Maverick who ran away. I think because he'd been spotted by the Huntress.
Possibly, but she might just be eager to get out of this game now, since she's already on Death Hook.
Quite possibly, yes, and Equing has very little objective points. just seeing what's going on here. Maverick's the only one who's injured. He's actually running around atop the pantry, jumping off of it. Rix is trying to remain immersed. Equing has taken a hit. And Costco has 0 hatchets remaining, but he's trying to chase Equing. The other 3 survivors are by the other gate. And Rix has got it open. Now, what are the other survivors going to do? Are they actually going to stay in? No, Trap Queen's already left. She doesn't want anything more. But Maverick's taken a hit. Rix has left. Equing is getting the other gate open. Oh, and there's the hatchet. There's the hatch.
Hmm.
And I don't think Costco knows where the survivors are. I don't think Equing knows where the hatch is. But they do find each other. And Costco, oh, he's finally found them. And gets Equing down.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He gets both of them down. Now the question is he actually going to be able to get back to Equing in time? I think he's hooking Maverick because Maverick hasn't been hooked once. But Maverick can Kobe. Or he can at least attempt the Kobe. Does he get it? No, he does not. The 4% failed him on this occasion. Equing has been picked up and the basement is right there. So, Maverick and Equing stay in the game, try to find each other to heal each other and stay in for some extra points. But they met up at the most inopportune moment. Costco simply strolled by, happened to find them both, and got them both down. And they're now both struggling for survival points.
But beyond that, that's the end of the match.
Indeed, yeah. And, well, I wonder how this is going to be points-wise for Costco, because that to me did not seem like a game where he scored that many points, and the game didn't seem to last that long either.
No, I couldn't imagine him getting more than 20,000 points, personally.
He is breaking down more pallets so that he can find, well, at least one that he can find, but he doesn't even have 5k brutality. And not far from 5k sacrifice either, so I don't think he landed that many hatchets either. And I don't know what his hunting points are like, so this might well be under 20k.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, I can't see him getting any more than 20,000, but this is basically confirming it with you saying that he missed 5,000 in this category, he missed 5,000 in that category. It's not going to be a good round for him. I'm pretty sure Costco already knows and feels it.
Indeed, yes. He actually got 18,432 points.
Okay, I would guess about 18,000.
Maverick scoring 14,018 on top. 11,884 for Rixer. Trap Queen with 10,473. And Equing with 10,287. He's chosen Trapper for this one. Very curious choice. I'm not sure how this is going to benefit him unless he finds some way of making it work. Interestingly, he's going to be trapping the Foundation. It's probably a smart place to trap, actually. Rick's sort of crouching. Equing, and who else is that? Mikkel? Both working on the same generator. Trap Queen isn't moving for some reason. Now she's finally moving. Mikkel, I think, is the one who's currently being chased by Nerd at the moment. Oh, and he respected the pallet, but Mikkel just kept running on. Was he close enough? And he gets a hit on Mikkel this time. A little bit of blood loss probably helped him. He went for another swing thinking he was right there. Trap Queen, in the hand, finds a totem to cleanse. Mikkel, I think, has lost Nerd somehow. And Nerd, I think, has set at least 2 traps so far. I think Equing is aware of where one of them is, but he's not going to disarm it as to not draw attention. Which is actually the smart thing to do, because if someone runs into that trap, and if Equing's close by, he can get the 1000-point altruism rescue right there. Trap Queen is just standing in front of a chest. Oh, I think she's waiting for the terror radius to go away before she searches it. It was briefly making some noise then. One gen has been popped meanwhile. Nerd still doesn't have a trap or a hook set just yet. A trap has been disarmed inside. So they are wise to his traps here. Of the survivors. And he's found Rixa, and Rixa takes a hit. Oh, and he's gone outside and Nerd didn't realise it. Basement, as you can see, is not inside the pantry. So Equing and Mikkel blocking each other. I think Mikkel is going downstairs to see that the chest has already been looted by Trap Queen, who has a spooky medkit. Nerd, meanwhile, is approaching the secondary pantry and can hear a generator being worked. Or at least it was in progression, but actually all 4 survivors are at the shack. They're all trying to work the generator together. And Nerd's on the main pantry, he's nowhere near. They're just going to motor through this generator. Where on earth is... I think Nerd's just busy setting up more traps around the pantry. But they're 99ing the gen, they're not actually popping it. And they must be wondering where on earth is Nerd and what is he doing right now. Mikkel spots a nearby secondary pantry. He finally spots Equing's blue shirt from a distance, but swings way too far away, thinking he was behind the tree. And he's actually going to catch up with Equing this time and gets the hit, even though Equing tried to be a little bit slippery and go past him the other way. And I think he's completely lost Equing. Actually ran off in a way that Equing did not go. Mikkel disarming another trap. He hasn't landed a single trap yet, has Nerd. So, even though he's putting them in grass, he's concealing them well enough. The survivors are still know to be cautious around a trapper. Equing injured going down to the basement, and he also finds out that it's being raided already. Nerd is picking up a trap that's been disarmed and probably looking to place it elsewhere. And he's now found Rixa again, as we can see from Mikkel's view. And Rixa could be in trouble here. There's no window there. And Rixa goes down. Now, I don't know where the nearest hook is from there. Oh, there's one in the corner. And there is a survivor there. Who was that? Was that Trap Queen? think it was Trap Queen, she nearly ran round the corner into a trap. As you can see from Miguel's view there's one trap right on the corner. And he's placing a trap somewhere just nearby Rixa as well, to the right. I think Miguel probably spotted exactly where that trap was placed as well. And is Trap Queen going to run around? Miguel disarmed that trap, and he's going to disarm the other one. Oh no, he runs into it! He walks right into the trap, does Miguel. What on earth happened there? It's almost like he knew the trap was there. He just, I don't know, did he just walk a bit too far, or did he lag into it? I have no idea. But anyway, that's Nerd's first trap. They're all in that corner there. And he misses a hit on Miguel, who was just static. Just still searching through the chest. And missing another swing there. And now he's got both Miguel and Equing in a corner. And he's going to... Well, he's going to set a trap there to block it off. But I don't think the survivor's going to stay there that long. And Equing is just going to disarm it. I'm surprised that Nerd is actually putting this much time into trying to get Equing down. Meanwhile, Rixa... Oh, Equing is approaching an area where... Oh, he would have walked into that trap if he'd gone around the right. Trap Queen, Miguel, they're all in the foundation. They're all around the foundation, and Rixa is trying to get away from there. Again, Equing's just running around. It's the second time he's gone around that route. Oh, but I think Nerd's brilliantly blocked him off. And he gets a hit, and that's Equing down. Oh, and Rix has been spotted. He tried hiding behind a generator, which is not really a clever thing to do if a generator is still in progression. I don't really understand why some survivors do that, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. And, well, Rixa pulling off a fancy 360 juke right there. Equing is back up on his feet, but Rixa runs into the trap. And can Nerd get back in time? He is going to be, but not in time for the extra 500 deviousness. Is he chasing... He's going for Equing. And basically allowing Rixa to get back up on his feet. And, oh, he's going to go through. But no, he does not go for the, Interestingly, he avoids the inside. He probably suspects or even knows that there is a trap there in that grass. Meanwhile, Trap Queen and Miguel both are working that generator next to the pantry. We can see from the aura there exactly where that trapper is going. Bashes in the other side of the main pantry. And Rixa is also going to look through a chest that's already been looted. And realizes nothing's there. Equing has gone down though, somewhere. And where's he going to be taken? Is he gone? I don't think he's going to get into the hatch. Sorry, to the... Yeah, I don't think he had enough time and distance to get into the basement anyway, even if that... Yeah, and he gets the power stun to get the rescue as well and save Equing. I think that was Miguel. And where is Nerd going now? Is he still chasing after Equing? Doesn't look like it. And he's found Trap Queen. And where's she gonna go this time? Oh, she tried hiding and runs into the trap. So Nerd's actually getting decent deviousness for a trapper, I must say. But it does look as though the survivors have got complete map control regarding the gens. I think Trap Queen's going to wiggle out, and she does. Oh, she tried going for a head-on pallet stun. But Nerd suspects that people are there to get the, Oh, he's actually going to try it. And E-Queen timed that a little too early. Pallet stun could have been possible, but timed it a little too early. Was not enough to save Trap Queen there. Mikkel is still injured as well. And he's trapping the back pallet that's been left down, but I'm not entirely sure. He's going for trap again. Who actually jukes him rather nicely. Either that or Nerd juked himself. And he decides to pick up trap. I think he might get body blocked again. Oh, he's missing a swing as well. E-Queen takes a hit, but Trap's gonna wiggle out again. They're all injured, all by that corner of the map. And again he goes for Trap Queen. Who, I don't know why he didn't try a hit. And Nerd, for some reason, trying from so far away. I don't know if that's because of his connection on his laptop or wherever he's had. Oh, just suddenly caught up there. That might have been the bloodlust. But Nerd's sort of tunneling Trap Queen pretty hard and now getting her on a second hook after the third time of trying. Rixer is waiting nearby. E-Queen is trying to go for the rescue. Tries a 360 juke, and Mikkel is there too. And again, Nerd's a little bit tardy with his swing attempt there. But finally does get E-Queen down. Now, is he going to try the basement again? Or not, because Mikkel's got the flashlight save here. And timed that pretty well. Now he's going after E-Queen. And he's trying to work him further towards the shack. But Nerd was too far away, and he pops a gen right in his face. And Mikkel baiting out the hit whilst pretending to go over the window, but not actually going. And Nerd's being a little too erratic with his swinging. Does eventually land hits on Mikkel. But Mikkel's in real trouble here, going down the basement, and there is an exit gate right by this shack. And Nerd could sense that there was going to be a pallet there. But he might have gone the wrong way. Or not. He's just building up the bloodlust. And Rixer is making his way to the exit gate by the shack. He might be doing Mikkel a favor here. Trap Queen is also coming along. I think Nerd's taking way too much time trying to catch up Mikkel here. Yeah, Nerd's making a huge mistake. He's wasting too much time. He might have got Mikkel down finally, but he's practically given away the exit gate right by the shack. And that's why I, for one, am not really a fan of killers who rely on bloodlust, because it's... I mean, yeah, you get a speed increase, and there are 1 or 2 situations where it really can help, but in most cases, you are sacrificing a lot of time by building up bloodlust in the first place. And most of the time, it's just not worth it. And because of that, he eventually got Mikkel in the basement, yes, but now the exit gate is right open, right there by the shack. Equing is just going to try and go for the rescue. Gets the 360 juke on Nerd. Couldn't really do one there with a tree sort of wedging him in between Nerd's machete plus the wall there. Not much wiggle room. Trap Queen going for the rescue, it looks like. And Nerd is making his way back. Looks like he might actually get the double heal on in time. He does. I think they're all going to make it out. And did he miss a hit on Rixer? He's got Mikkel cornered here. Or will McKay I don't know if Mikkel will make it out in time, will he? No, he won't. And Equing's got to commit to the exit. I don't know what he's doing there. He's got to commit. A little bit tardy in terms of committing to the exit there. Just pointlessly running in circles, but... Anyway, Rixer's still in the map. I actually thought he left, but it turns out Trap Queen's the one who's made it out. And Equing too, so... Rixer is still after more points this game. He's willing to take a risk and try and get more points out of this. I don't know if Rixer actually spotted Nerd there. I just saw it from Rixer's view, even without the trap aura. Mikkel's still injured. Nerd patrolling the top floor of the pantry. I must say, staying in for extra points when a trapper's around, 2 people have already made their way out, a very risky endeavour. Because if you suddenly waltz into a trap as a survivor and there's only 1 other person for company, then it's very likely the trapper will actually get to you before your friend can. So they need to be extra cautious in this end stage of the game. And is Mikkel going to run into a trap? Oh no, he just narrowly missed it! And Mikkel is running downstairs. He's gone out. But he's run into the trap as Mikkel! And finally that trap comes off. Such an opportune time for Nerd. Now Rixer is the only one who could save Mikkel here, and that is Mikkel's second hook. Nerd actually patrolling and the trees momentarily before setting up a trap. But it's a very... It's kind of an obscure spot for a trap. I think he's probably thinking that Rixer will approach from behind. Mind you, Rixer is going that side. But will he hug the inside, or will he actually try and go to the reeds? No, it looks like he's going to miss that side completely. Being very cautious anyway for traps. and Mikkel, I think, is signaling that he wants to be healed. But Nerd is hurrying straight back. And you can see the Claudettes from a distance, actually. You can see both of them. Rixa needs to move. I don't know why he's hiding there. That is not a hiding spot, my friend. And suddenly Rixa's the one who's in trouble now after saving... not only rescuing Mikkel, but getting him fully healed too. And Rixa goes down. But Mikkel is nearby for the flashlight save. And gets it again. But I think Nerd knows where Rixa's gone. Oh, and Rixa actually made distance away from that pallet, but he's going to try and... oh, he was thinking about going for the exit, but realised he had to back off. Oh, he's gone the long way around, and Rixa's going to try to make a move. Rixa, I think, has done this right. He's timed it right. He's judged the distance correctly, made the right run around, and he's out. Oh, that was close, but I think Nerd kind of left an open goal up there. And now Nerd just passing by where Mikkel was. Mikkel's running, he's leaving marks, and Nerd spotted them. Oh, and he kind of sensed that Mikkel was there. And Mikkel's just going to make a straight run out. Trying to blind him from distance, but Mikkel has gone out, and that is the end of the game for Nerd, who did get max hunter points and got a good tally of deviousness as well. So there we have it, 25,357 points for Rixa, 24,946 points for Trap Queen, 24,101 points for Mikkel, and 23,927 for Equing. Nerd himself.
How'd I do? Did I do good?
You got 25,988 points as Trapper.
Yay!
You can sort of understand the Huntress maybe. And by the way, Jinri, yes, is going Huntress again, as predicted. But the Huntress, the thing about her is that she's the least mobile killer. I mean, she runs as slow as the Hag and has the same lunge range really as the Wraith. So with her, it's all about landing those hatchets. And I just saw a long-range hatchet over the top of my screen. As called out, he is doing them again. And he gets a melee swing on Equing. So true to old form, ever since the Huntress came out, Joan Ray is still going for those beginning long-range hatchets. And he tries throwing the hatchet over the log, but the log was a little too high. And he's got either Rixa or Mikkel to choose from. And Mikkel trying a 360 swing, but we know from previous games that Junrei is a patient killer when it comes to his melee swings. He'll let the survivors do a little dance, then he'll time the M1, usually get them... Oh! A nice juke attempt there, but Mikkel actually didn't last that long and goes down again. He tried doing the window juke. And I think Jinrei didn't hold down the spacebar long enough when kicking in that generator. So Mikkel is the first one to go down, and Jinrei's picking him up, and there's a hook right there. Right in front of a generator, he just bashed in, actually. And he's found Equing again. So, this is a rather steady start for him. It's not slow start for Jinrei. I'd say this is a little quicker for him than his Wraith game. But he's trying to throw hatchets while being looped around this log by Equing. Oh, and he juked at the right time. And he just ran away from the pallet at the right time. And he needs more hatchets, so he goes for a refill from the closet. Equing working that generator again by the shack. Mikkel and Rixa working the generator together, the one that was in front of the hook that Mikkel was hooked on. Equing does take a hit though, so his looping efforts are starting to dwindle a little bit. And we're going to see why and whether Jinrei can do anything here.
Now, I remember during the first week or two of this competition, you know, Equing was trying the jukes, was trying to make the plays, but it wasn't really working out for him. That's a close headshot I just saw on my screen. But he seems to have gotten into his stride a little bit more. He's doing much better with the, ooh, there he goes. Much better with the jukes and the 360s and such. Not, you know, not on top of his game 100%, but he's definitely doing much better than he was.
Survivors finally get a gem popped as Equing goes on his first hook, and Jinrei did spot Mikkel wandering around somewhere. Yeah, and I think Mikkel was hiding behind the closet. But takes a hatchet. Was not able to duck into cover at the time. Oh, and nice bit of mind gaming there with Mikkel eventually emerging victorious, but maybe only temporarily. But he redirects the hatchet knowing that he was going to be out of stuff, and Equing goes down. But obviously only one gen's been popped, so Equing cannot be put on a hook again just yet. Trap Queen is healing up Mikkel, I believe, yeah. And you see scratch marks as Jinrei. And Mikkel dodging that medium distance hatchet. Equing's back on his feet. And gets double healed by Rixa and Trap Queen. And Mikkel probably smartly electing to save the pallet. I think Jinrei was wondering for a second whether to go for the hatchet throw. Point blank range, just go for the axe swing, and went for the axe swing. But gets a hit on Equing. He's actually spreading the love, choosing not to go after Mikkel. And now getting a hit on Trap Queen. Where are all of these hits going in? And Trap Queen tried being stealthy, but oh god! He could have got a swing on Equing, but backed away from him to then go and get a hit on Trap. And now Equing tried for some reason saving Trap Queen by helping her recover off the ground right in front of Jinrei's face. What on earth was that? Oh, he's picked up Equing instead of Trap Queen. Now drops Equing, picks up Trap Queen. I think there is a hook, yeah, nearby. I was wondering if there was one in the deep corner somewhere. They do get Equing back with a double heal. But Jinrei's playing this one well. I mean, there's only one gem pop so far. He's landed a few hatchets. And Equing goes for the hook rescue and he misses that long-range hatchet. He could see that someone was going for the rescue there. It wasn't quite a precise enough shot. Yeah, it was close. So who's he got now? He's chasing after Mikkel. And he finally breaks down the pallet on the shack. Has 0 hatchets, so opens the closet and grabs some more. Trap Queen healing up Equing, I believe that was, yeah, because Rixa's running around the pantry. Mikkel is still injured. And is working, well, did tap the generator. Mikkel deciding to go into the basement while injured to loot the chest, which has not been searched yet.
Hopefully he gets that med kit.
Did Mikkel finish searching for... Yes, he did. He did finish searching for the chest in time. I thought Junrei was going to catch back up to the... Well, was going to be able to go back to the shack and just about hear the last bits of chest being rummaged through. But Mikkel did it in time, and at least I couldn't hear it from Junrei's perspective. Mikkel does rendezvous with Rixa and Equing for a double heal. And Junrei again, you could see him trying 1 or 2 long-range hatchets at generators. He gets an axe swing, gets a tip of it onto Equing. Oh, and that was such a patient and well-aimed throw with a hatchet, getting Equing down there. Oh, and Chuckwin collided with Junrei and was being blocked from the pallet. Takes an axe swing to the face. But he's now decided to go back to Mikkel. And tries throwing it over the barrel, but... tries crouching behind the crate, but this time the hatchet lands. And, oh! He was trying to reverse part stun, but Junrei critically respected the pallet. And Mikkel unwittingly serving himself up on a silver platter right there.
Very unfortunate.
He's not doing too badly on Divus's Junrei. I mean, considering that we're quite a distance into the game, time-wise, and there's still only 1 generator popped.
It's probably due to some of those early hatchets against some of the generators and some of his movement patterns. He's really keeping it mixed up. Sometimes he'll target one person, sometimes he'll spread the out. And the fact that those hatchets can travel pretty damn far, these survivors are scared of him, no doubt.
Old Track Queen running on top of the hill and dodging a hatchet throw. A-Queen dodging a very close range hatchet there as well. Again, he's trying some of those. He's not afraid to try some medium and long distance hatchet throws as Junrei. And he has a... I'd say he has like a near 50-50 sort of ratio, or maybe landing about 33% of his hatchets so far.
Well, it's kind of like the nurse. You don't have to land every hit, you just have to land enough.
Indeed, yeah. Like, there isn't... I don't think there's a single nurse player in the world who lands, like, a 100% lethal blink ratio every single time. Like, no, but, like, 90% is definitely possible. Like, 90%, that's pretty much, you know, god tier nurse level. If you're landing 90%. If all of your blink attempts, as in blinking to someone and swinging, and landing the swing and not whiffing, if it's around 90%, that's pretty much, you know, you're doing extremely well there as a nurse.
Absolutely, you are. You have to be a really patient nurse, and honestly, some of the time you need to do those swings and misses purely to keep the survivors guessing, keep them moving, and keep them scared of you. The killer's not effective if the survivors aren't scared of you.
You see scratch marks there, and that's why Equing's been making them, leaving those marks behind, and takes an axe swing, and then takes a hatchet throw as well while running up the ramp. Rixa is freed, but Equing has gone down, and is this his 3rd hook, I wonder? I think this might be his death hook.
I'm not sure, I lost count.
And there is a hook actually on the pantry itself, like on the top floor. No, that's not his death hook, it's just a 2nd hook, it's fine.
Okay. Still, this does raise questions. Are these survivors going to get out if they don't start working on these gens very soon?
Well, we saw this in one of the games yesterday, where the survivors deliberately popped 1 gen, and then 99 the rest of them, because they didn't want the killer to tunnel them. The killer in question, though, was Apex, and despite that, Apex still was able to use their peculiar strategy to his advantage. So, I would say after that 1 game, it's not really a sound strategy. They just need to start getting gens popped. And I don't know if that's because they're always going for the wrong gens at the wrong time, or if Junrei's just got that great sense of map control with his long distance hatchets and just scaring them away. And Equing, oh, very narrowly dodged that hatchet throw, but tries going over the window again. Someone's trying to sabotage a hook on the pantry. Who is that? That's Rixer. And Mikkel is having to run away. He has taken a hit. A Rixer did eventually sabotage that hook, and now Equing has found a hook too. And he pops a generator, so finally, we have another pop generator after a while.
The fact that they were able to get Equing back up with no communication like that so quickly, that's some very good Survivor player right there. In a public match, that would be killer to most killers.
Equing trying for his 360 juke. Looked like he was even trying for a 720 juke right there. Didn't work though. Junrei still landed the axe swing. And Junrei trying to hold down for that hatchet throw. Oh, but missing it! Equing ducked his head at the last split second. But he goes down with that axe swing in the long grass and reeds. And Junrei knows... I think Junrei senses that there's Mikkel nearby with a flashlight.
I don't understand how he gets a flashlight every single match.
I'm not sure either. And Junrei's trying to throw... Oh, he gets a hit onto Trap Queen with the axe. But I think the mistake Junrei made there was that he was being looped around by Mikkel, and he tried going for a hatchet swing by having it ready. Sorry, a hatchet throw, which slows you down. And Mikkel's going to try and get the save, but he couldn't do it at the right angle. And I think Trap Queen might actually be taken to the basement here. Wiggle Bar's halfway through, but no. She's going down there and yep, she's in basement. And that's her second hook.
That's a difficult one to get people out of, especially if they're already injured, been hooked a couple times, etc., etc.
Yeah, now the survivors need to be careful because Equing's on his death hook. Mikkel is injured and currently being chased by Junrei's Huntress. A Rixer is coming for the save. Gets Trap Queen off the hook, and Rixer looks to be doing really well for altruism points at the moment. I mean, he's already well past the 5k mark. In fact, there was no indication that he'd breached the 5k mark. I just saw a long-range throw being aimed towards the shack from the middle of the map, if not further away. So... he doesn't just aim for generators, Junrei, he aims for entire buildings with his hatchets. And again he spots Equing. Equing trying to be immersed this time. It didn't really pan out for him. Ooh,
no, the bright blue shirt is not good for him right now.
Equing tries dropping an object on the stairs or on the ramp in front of Junrei as an act of mercy, but Junrei's having none of it. And he finds Mikkel, who's still injured. Mikkel hasn't been healed yet. But Mikkel is looping him around this pallet here. Equing is back up on his feet and trying to do a little bit of moonwalking, but I think Mikkel knows better than that. In fact, Junrei's actually gone to where there are 2 survivors. He's got Trap Queen, who's just injured, and there's still Equing up there. Trap Queen, though, constantly running ahead without looking behind her. He gets Equing down. But he's got no hatchets, so he's going back for more hatchets. Mikkel is still in that corner by the pallet. And Rixer is now having to come by because he realizes the situation might be a bit too bad. And I think Mikkel again is taking the aggro for the team. And again, Junrei's trying to prepare hatchets in hand. He's got Rixer, and he knows he has to go for Mikkel because Mikkel's got the flashlight. And Mikkel gets Equing back up on his feet. They're now going for Trap. And Rixer has no pallet there at all, so he takes a hit. By the way, Junrei's already got max brutality, and he's well over 5k deviousness too. And he's got max hunter points. He's having a very solid Huntress game. And he gets a great hatchet as well.
Too bad this isn't an official match for him.
I know. He gets a great hatchet as well to punish Rixer for going over a window he didn't need to go over. The problem with the Huntress, though, is that at some point, your deviousness points get lower and lower for the hits you land. And it comes to a point where, if you want more substantial gains in deviousness later on in the game, you need to be charging up your shots. So you get that extra 300 bonus for charging them up. Which is a rather nuisance, I'd say, for getting points as a Huntress.
It does slow down the play a little bit, though. Which might have been the developers, might have been their idea when they decided on that.
Indeed. Well, he does get 250 more deviousness for landing a hatchet into the back of Trap Queen's head. And there is Mikkel, who may have started running too late and takes a hit. Tries baiting Junrei out of the window vault. But Junrei still landed the hit. I'm a bit anxious now for my graphics card, personally, because I've heard it playing up once or twice. And I hope it just holds together for the remainder of this and for last game. Junrei is going back to a closet to get more hatchets. We must really see, though, the generator situation, because we've got 2 generators remaining. And there is one inside the secondary pantry, which hasn't... Well, I think it was touched on, but Junrei probably regressed it. Junrei is regressing another generator that's not too far away. He's actually got a 3-gen, if not a 4-gen strat to work with. Mikkel's still injured and still running around. The funny thing here is that Junrei's got brilliant points, but there are 2 generators remaining, and all 4 survivors are still alive at the moment. One generator's been popped. That has to be the one by the shack, so Junrei doesn't really have a solid 3-gen strat anymore. I mean, he's still got a 3-gen strat of sorts, it's not an ideal one.
No, it's really not. And honestly, I don't believe that Junrei is giving 100% in this match. He knows that he's just a fill-in. He's not trying to screw over anyone's score here. He's obviously putting effort into the match enough to make them scared of him, but I mean, there's been several times now that he's allowed himself to be chased away from his gens, away from the person he knocked down by some easy bait. So he might be doing this just to give them more possibilities.
Well, as you saw on the screen, Mikkel got hit down with a charged shot, but that was actually his death hook.
I just now saw that he died on that hook. That's very unfortunate for him.
Indeed, so because of that, Rixor and Equing popped the last gen. The exit gates are now on the menu. And Trap Queen is going for the one furthest away from the shack. But E-Queen once again being spotted despite trying to be immersed. And he reached the corner just in time before that hatchet could land. I think he's going to get caught out here. Not by that hatchet, but I don't really think he's got much elsewhere to go. He's not really that close to any of the exit gates.
He actually has max boldness at this point, so he has no desire to be chased. He just wants this chase done and over with.
Indeed. And he is making his way towards one of the exit gates, but no one's touched it yet. He has to go back to the shack, and remember, E-Queen is on his death hook. He dodges that hatchet. But we could see from Jinrei's view that someone was going for that exit gate, and I think he's going to do the smart thing and go... Oh no, he's not. He's going to pick up E-Queen. And put him in the basement. So yeah, I don't think Jinrei's concerned about kill count. Trap Queen knows to just keep on working that lever. Oh, he gets a hit on Trap Queen, but he's got no more hatchets. And Trap Queen's just got to go. She opens it in time and she makes it out. Great escape for Trap Queen there. I think she was on her death hook too, so... Jinrei getting more hatchets, but Rixa not sticking around. He's making it out too. And what a game.
Very intense match. Very well played on all parts.
23,636 for Rixa. 22,306 for Trap Queen. Mikkel with 19,362 points. E-Queen with 18,102 points. Despite scoring 8k boldness. Probably didn't work that much in Genzen. Jinrei, though, as a filling Huntress, 29,881 points. And switched it back in time to see Scoops taking a hit, and then taking another hit with Mikkel filling up just a single blink afterward. And that's going to be a fast hook for Scoops there.
That's very unfortunate. I wonder if people have even really started working on generators or if they're still scouting out on the map.
E-Queen is working the generator on the main pantry. But Rixa and Trap Queen both are approaching. Trap Queen's actually pretty close by. Rixa's still running through the foundation of the main pantry. And Rixa's found an emergency medkit, the green rarity one.
That could be very useful late game. If he can get those 29,000 points, that medkit self-care can bring him up above that and potentially give him the edge he needs.
And now Mikkel is chasing Trap Queen, who rescued Scoops. Mikkel was not close enough to get a hit. Oh, but he did a great prediction with that first single blink, and then followed up with a hit on Trap Queen, who goes down. And she's now going back on the same hook that... She's going to the same hook that Scoops was on the first. Generator has been popped, though. I believe that is the main pantry one, and it looks as though basement is not... Oh, Scoops. If he was lucky, he'd not be hurt then. He was in the basement as Mikkel was passing by, and Scoops being injured. His Jake is bound to make some noise, but Mikkel clearly didn't hear it. And Scoops, I think, had just finished looting a chest as well before Mikkel passed by. Rixa has been found, though, and has been hit. Oh, Mikkel's second blink was screwed up by that rock. He didn't hold down M2 long enough, and he sees E-Queen trying to hide. But Mikkel's second blink was too far away. Actually, one blink would have probably been enough with E-Queen still on that ring. Oh, and I think E-Queen juked Mikkel there pretty well. Oh, his blinks have been screwed up. That second one did not get screwed up, though, and he landed the hit on E-Queen. Oh, the second blink was messed up, but E-Queen made the mistake of running back around the corner and into the path of Mikkel, who just swung his blade at him and took him down.
I always hate when I do the Survivor. It is so infuriating. Because you know that the killer intended to go past the corner, so because the killer messed up their play, you got hit for it.
Oh, and he noticed that Trap Queen was there at a distance trying to hide behind the crate, but Mikhail sussed it out. Tried one blink and a swing, but was too far away from Trap Queen to land that hit. But now he's looking to see where she is. I've eventually found her again. Again, swinging from too far away, but not landing. And is Trap Queen trying to be... She tried to be stealthy and immersed while still being injured and making noise. That's not really a clever move on her part, and she gets punished for that. E-Queen just running in front of Mikkel to work a generator with a toolbox. Rixa and Skooks both working a generator together. And Skooks using his toolbox to speed things up. That's Trap Queen's second hook. And the generator has been popped. That was Rixa and Skooks. E-Queen has been found again. Oh, but E-Queen made the same mistake as Trap Queen. Tried staying in the same spot to remain immersed, but making noise in his injured state. And there's a hook right there, too.
That is not the play, E-Queen, I assure you. Now, I did notice he changed from his bright blue shirt to a prestige shirt, so maybe he did that with the intent of being a little bit more immersed this time.
Probably that, or he might have sussed more of a threat from Mikkel's killer, so decided to take no chances.
Quite possibly.
Now, it seems like Skooks is trying to cover either Rixa or Trap. Can't tell which one. But he gets Skooks down pretty quickly. And Trap Queen healing up E-Queen. Rixa, on the other hand, hanging around Shaq. Actually, Rixa's looking to go inside the basement to search the chest, which has already been looted. Which means he's either dropped his medkit somewhere, or he's already used it up. But don't forget, Rixa had an emergency medkit that he found somewhere. So I'm surprised he's already used that up or lost it somehow.
Well, honestly, I hope he used it up for himself, using on someone else, although very altruistic and good on you for it. It's not the play here.
Yeah, I mean, you should use it on yourself so you can get those extra survival points by all means. I mean, to give that up would be rather asinine in a sense. Skooks does get fully healed. But Skooks is on his death hook as well. Trap Queen and E-Queen both. Oh, all three of them are actually on their death hook. I think Rixa's the only one who hasn't been hooked yet. Oh, but Trap Queen made the mistake of running the other way. Mikkel's not going to put her on a hook. Trap Queen gets back up on her feet. Actually being double healed. Rixa's cleansing a totem, and I don't think Mikkel heard it. Either he did, or he just wants E-Queen, who was not close enough for that hit to land. Rixa's still running for cover. E-Queen does get hit. He sabotages the hook. But actually, Mikkel lost interest with him and went back to hit Rixa. Rixa's actually been the more immersed / evasive one of everyone here. I'm not even sure if he's been hooked once yet this game, has he?
I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping as good a count as I should.
Well, we're about to find out. It is his first hook. He finds Trap Queen again, though, next to one of the generators that's yet to be popped. There is one generator remaining, though, and he's found Scoops just hiding in the reeds. He was trying to cut off Trap Queen, but finds finds Scoops in his blinking trials instead. Of Scoops again going down really quickly. And Scoops being a filler, well, I mean, his points don't really matter, so Miguel's just gladly going to take him up to the hook in the secondary pantry. And that's Scoops dead.
Well, good thing this isn't an official match for him.
Indeed. When he gets a hit on Equing, all three survivors were there on that hook to rescue Rixer and get him fully healed.
Very close indeed.
He wants Rixer again, though. Oh, he could have had him with one blink because Rixer vaulted the window right into his face, but he was holding out M2 for that second blink. Oh, and Rixer did that so lovely. He just baited Mikkel to go for the swing and then made distance at just the right moment.
Very nice.
That was a smart play there by Rixer. Oh, he found Rixer again. I think Rixer stopped running and decided to be immersed, but as we found out so many times this league season, it hasn't really worked out. Oh, and he got the stun. Got the killer stun for the boldness points, but Mikkel blinked onto his side and got the down. Right in front of the hook, too.
That was unfortunate.
Rixer's second hook. And he is on his death hook, as are all the other survivors. Trap Queen's the only one who's not injured. Equing is injured, so he needs to be careful if he's considering going after Rixer. Trap Queen's making the run for the rescue, but here's the heartbeat of the killer. And Rixer does get saved by Trap Queen, with Mikkel making his way back there. But who's he going after? He's trying to go after Equing, who tries sabotaging more hooks, and he's got max deviousness as Mikkel. I mean, now Rix has spotted the hatch. I'm fairly certain Trap Queen must have seen that in her view too. Equing has gone down. But he's
I
not.
wonder if the sabotage hook is going to help him.
Equing, however, is not being picked up.
Miguel knows the play, he's not going to waste his time on it. Does Miguel have a bridge in here?
He does indeed, yes.
I just now realized that.
And has he spotted Rixer again? Because it looks like Rixer was running around those trees and that. Oh, yes, he has spotted Rixer. And he takes the hit. He's got max deviousness, but not max brutality or hunting yet. Which is rather curious. Does now get max brutality points, just needs max hunting. He's going to pick up Rixer. And this is going to be Rixer's death hook.
There was a very nice blink into the building. There's a lot of times where you'll get caught on walls and such. Very tight area.
It's going to be close, but I think he's going to get Rixer to this hook. Yeah, and he does. That's Rixer dead.
So there's 2 people left, 1 gen left, but it's a 3 gen.
Yeah, the problem for these survivors though is that E-Queen and Trap Queen both, I don't think have actually done enough work on any of the remaining gens. And E-Queen's been spotted. Trap Queen though knows where the hatch is, so if E-Queen... If Mikkel doesn't waste any time and just downs E-Queen, Trap will know where to go. In fact, Trap Queen is walking stealthily around the foundation of the pantry. So I'm fairly certain she knows where the hatch is, and she's just waiting. Yeah, she's seen it in her view. And E-Queen's just hiding right in the corner of the map, like literally right in the corner of the brick wall section of the map. Trap Queen hiding underneath the main pantry by the foundation. And looks like Mikkel's just pointing a rat, choosing any random direction to blink to. Even fist pumping with a nurse while holding them in the blink.
This is a very tense game so far. I wonder if E-Queen knows at all where Trap Queen went to.
Indeed. Well, the thing with Killer is that when you have 2 survivors remaining instead of 4, sure, you might have more map control, but finding an individual survivor becomes harder.
It actually becomes more than twice as difficult. Because not only do you physically only have half the people to look for with the same amount of area to look around, but these survivors are probably going to be a lot more immersed at that point.
The only thing they can do... He's found E-Queen in the corner of the map finally. He's dropped the toolbox. And he just downs E-Queen. He does not care. And he's leaving him there to bleed as well.
I would believe Miguel's not pleased right now.
Probably not, but the question is Trap Queen... Oh, Trap Queen is walking around the outside of the map to go and rescue him. But she needs to be careful because Mikkel is heading back in that direction.
Let's see how this plays out.
And yep, she's heading back. And Mikkel spots Trap Queen. I don't know what he's doing. Mikkel's doing this for the hunter points. If you can see it from his view, he's doing the survivor found function, which begins a chase. He gets a few points for the chase ending, and he's going to look back at E-Queen again. And E-Queen, he makes this possible with the hunter points when he runs. So if he makes he's not making movement though. So Mikkel's not actually getting hunter points at the very end there.
So he's not going to sit there and play with them.
No, he's just... I don't know what E-Queen's doing there, but...
He knows he can't get hooked, so he's probably hedging his bets on that.
Well, I mean, he could get hooked. This is a hook right there as Trap Queen's walking past
that's right,
to get to him.
because it recovers.
I think he's doing this to make sure he gets the... I think Mikkel wants the 4-kill. That's what he wants. He wants the 4-kill and he's got a shot at 32k points. And
absolutely.
E-Queen's just making... I think he's just doing it to make life a lot more difficult for Mikkel. And may even be doing it in an altruistic sense so that Trap Queen can basically get the hatch. But E-Queen's run away from that corner. I think Trap Queen's managed to avoid Mikkel, who looks to be running away, but E-Queen's now engaging one of the generators and blows a skill check immediately.
That's not useful.
And Trap Queen's now just walking back. She might even be making her way back to the pantry. And E-Queen goes down again, this time inside the shack where basement is. How much further has Mikkel got to go for hunter points? He's just grinding this game to a halt and making sure he's got his points. And again, Trap Queen being altruistic and getting him back on his feet. I mean, Trap Queen's already got max altruism. Oh, and she's got to run because... Oh, she ran back around the wrong way. And tried to outwit Mikkel, but it wasn't going to work. He's picking up Trap. He's going to die. Whilst E-Queen... Does he even know where the hatch is?
I don't believe he does. Now this is very useful for Miguel because E-Wing doesn't necessarily know where the hatch is. And
he's not committing to the... He's not committing to the hook.
Ah,
he's put Trap Queen down in the basement, but hasn't hooked her. E-Queen, meanwhile, is cleansing a totem for extra boldness. He hasn't got max boldness yet, so that was worth it. Mikkel's just taunting Trap, who's trying to crawl out of the basement. The problem is that if Trap Queen is to crawl directly to the hatch, she's gonna risk giving away the location, and he's gonna know where to go. Oh dear. I know Trap Queen is getting picked up. He's got the 4 kill, I think.
There it is right there. He does.
E-Queen, I don't think is going to go very far. Oh wait, Trap Queen got off! Of course! But it's not going to last. I forgot that he actually dropped her. And now he's looking for E-Queen. He doesn't know where E-Queen's gone.
That's the downside of slugging people if you're not, you know, the doctor and not running deer stalking and such.
I think it's E-Queen the one he wants to look out for. He's the one he's trying to find. E-Queen just died. I thought he still had time. I didn't know he was bleeding out that much.
I mean, he's been slugged several times this game. Because that's not the first time that he went to that corner at the end of the match here. He'd been there several times before even that.
Mikkel doesn't know where to look.
If Trap Queen can crawl
He didn't see the movement. Oh, he hears it now. Finally, Mikkel finds her, and this is going to be the hook.
That's it.
It's not going to be a 32k that he wanted, though, because E-Queen bled out. And that's probably why he was trying to find E-Queen like mad, because he realized he was so low on the bleed out.
That's probably the best bet right there.
So there we have it, Rex with 18,186 points being the top survivor, Trap Queen 14,720, Equine with 13,980, and Scoops with 13,381. Mikkel scoring 31,700 for his fill-in performance as a nurse.
Very well played.
Well, in any case, that was the conclusion of Game 15. As you could see, it was mostly a case of having fillers in for the killers. Some crucial points, though, for Rixer and Trap Queen and E-Queen, I guess. And we're going to have to cut the stream here because Game 16 is due to start in half an hour from now. And this stream has been significantly delayed and has gone on for quite a while, so we're going to have to cut it short here. But thank you for podcasting alongside me, Nerd. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you for having me.
And I'm not sure who's going to be streaming Game 16, but it's going to be a thriller because we've got JT and Applesauce, the first and second place survivors in the standings, playing on the same side as each other. And we've got Red, Schnar, and Mr. Drakenator. Schnar putting in 2 very good performances despite missing the first round of the first week of the season. Red is Drakenator and Red both respectively 4th and 5th in the killer standings. Only about 100 or so points separating the two of them. So how they play is going to be very crucial, and it's not going to be easy for them considering they've got JT and Applesauce working against them on the Survivor side.
No, this should be very intense.
So, yeah, just keep tuned here on twitch.tv/Maverick_Warriors, and we will see you again soon.
Have a good one, guys, for half an hour.